Hi everybody, this is Miss Kelly and it's story time. Today is episode 2 of the Causeway Critters. The title of our story is A Windy Day on the Back Bay, written and illustrated by me. Ruby missed her friend Kirby. She hadn't seen him in weeks. High winds made the water too rough to swim. Ruby decided to send a message to Kirby. She swam to the edge of the deep water and asked Dewey if he would take the letter across the bay to Kirby. "Absolutely," he replied. "Just toss it here." Ruby tossed up the letter, and Dewey leapt into the air. All of a sudden, a great wind blew. The wind carried the letter away. "Catch that letter!" "I've got it," said Pop. "No, I'll get it," said Petey. Me, said Pico. "Let me," said Pooh. "I'll catch it." And she did. At that very moment, a great wind blew. The wind carried the letter over the marsh by the alligator hole. There by his hole sat Gum. That's short for Gumbo. He was the oldest gator around, so old that he had no teeth. He opened his massive jaws, and he clamped down on the letter. At that very moment, a great wind blew. The wind swiped the letter from his toothless gums. The snakes decided that they would climb a tree to make a lasso and pull it down. They slithered up the tree. At that very moment, a great wind blew. "Snatch it! Snatch it! Snatch it!" cried the snakes. Plato heard their cries, and he swooped in. "Whoop, whoop! I'll catch it with my bill. Whoop, whoop!" At that very moment, a great wind blew. Plato twirled one way, the letter twirled the other way. Plato's friend Fred soared in for the save, but the wind was strong and steady. It sent Fred into a whirlwind. "I give up," said Fred. He was exhausted. "Maybe Spike can do it." "Yo, Spike, catch that letter." "I can't reach." "Hey, Bongo, climb up." "Pip, you get on top." "Reach high." But the letter was still too high. It went right over their heads. At that very moment, a great wind blew. The letter flew towards the fox den. Frida and Diego saw the letter coming. As the letter drifted between them, both dove for it, bumped their heads, and fell to the ground. Tattoo heard all the commotion. He couldn't possibly catch the letter, so instead he whistled for Sunny and Sue. They were the fastest blackbirds around. If Sunny and Sue couldn't catch that letter, no one could. Sunny swooped in, Sue swooped out, and at that very moment, a great wind blew, and the letter swooped away. Kirby was resting in the sand, as crabs often do. When he looked up, he saw something floating in the air above him. He stretched out his claw, and he pinched it from the air. It was a letter, and it had his name on it. It was from his friend Ruby. He unrolled the letter, and it read, "I miss you." Kirby missed Ruby too. At that very moment, the wind calmed. The end.